Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. The headlines. Nagaland Directorate of Economics and Statistics Department launches online registration of births and deaths. Angami Students Union reiterates their support in the increase in superannuation age of government doctors. Declares non-cooperation with NSF incumbent team. President Nath Kovind assents to the Criminal Procedure Identification Act 2022. In a two-day annual conference cum workshop on schemes and programs of Industries Department underway in Kohima. Now the news in detail. Director of Economics and Statistics Department, Nagaland Angami today launched the online registration of births and deaths in the state. In his brief address, Angami said the department had desired to have the online application facility for a long time, and the launching of the application was an achievement for the department. He congratulated the staff and officers of the department for their efforts. The main objective of the software, he said, was to facilitate and streamline the citizen service delivery system. He said that at present, 2 registrars are activated with the online facility, one at Directorate of Economics and Statistics Nagaland and the other at the District Economics and Statistics Office, Kohima. He said the department in a phase-wise manner will also take up this facility in the coming days in all the district offices and all the 1,465 registrars in the rural areas of the state. The Angami Students Union today declared its non-cooperation with the incumbent team Naga Students Federation, NSF. ASU President Pisevi Nakro, along with his colleagues and senior leaders, made the announcement during a press conference in Kohima, saying that the decision was taken after thorough consultations with its 4 ranges, Chakro, Northern, Southern and Western ASU, over the differences with the NSF on the demand of Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association for increasing their superannuation age. Convener of ASU Core Committee, Kesajar Angami, said that they want to facilitate a smooth passage for the government if it is hesitant to concede to the demands of NIDA because of the superannuation issue. President Nath Kovind has given his assent to the Criminal Procedure Identification Act 2022. The objective of the Act is to authorize for taking measurements of convicts and other persons for the purposes of identification and investigation in criminal matters and to preserve records. It also provides legal sanction for taking appropriate body measurements of persons who are required to give such measurements, which include finger impressions, palm print and footprint impressions, photographs, iris and retina scan, physical biological samples and their analysis, among others. The new Act has replaced the Identification of Prisoners Act of 1920. Ministry of Home Affairs will notify the date on which the Act will come into force and also notify the rules under the Act. The 2-day annual conference cum workshop on schemes and programs of the Department of Industries and Commerce began today in Kohima. Advisor for Industries and Commerce, Employment, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Nath, speaking at the event, expressed that the sole purpose of the conference is to discuss ways and means to ensure that the department functions smoothly and can serve the public in all its capacity. Maintaining that with the rising unemployment problem in the state, the department has been bestowed with the responsibility to create avenues and employment opportunities in the private sector. Nath urged upon the officers of the department to be innovative in their approach to their duty and act as facilitators and consultants for the young and upcoming entrepreneurs. Nagaland today reported 1 fresh infection of COVID-19 in Dimapur district, increasing the tally to 35,488. A positive patient also died in Dimapur, taking the death toll to 760. The state has 8 active cases, while a total of 33,236 patients have recovered. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Retired Indian Information Officer and former Deputy Director of Regional News Unit AIR Kohima, Shahu Patole, has published a book titled Kugnalim, in Marathi language. The book was released by Additional Director General of Nagaland Police, Sandeep Damgatke, at Nagpur in Maharashtra yesterday. Badale told AIR News Kohima that his book focuses on the diverse culture and social changes of the Naga society before and after Christianity. Badale said the book is dedicated to Kohima Press Club and to the people of Nagaland. He also said the English version of the book will be released soon. Speaking at a book release, ATG Damgatke said the book describes the culture of Nagaland in a very effective and perfect way, and it would bring a positive attitude of the general public towards the state. The Mission Mode Team Accessible India Campaign AIC today organized a one-day sensitization and awareness campaign program on Right of Disabilities Act 2016 at DC Conference Hall, Kifere, with the civil society organizations and government officials. Giving an introduction, Secretary to the Government of Nagaland and team leader AIC Libandang said the team inspected major buildings in the state and many buildings do not have disabled-friendly structure, which is very discouraging. He said creating awareness is the solution and called upon the participants to take back the learning. State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, Detano Nakro, spoke on Right of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 and implementation. As part of the National Fire Service Week, Fire and Emergency Services Nagaland today conducted an awareness program at the DC's Conference Hall under the theme Learn Fire Safety, Increase Protection. Deputy Commissioner Nagaland, Hiazu Meru, while pointing that most of the buildings in Nagaland are constructed with timber without any fire safety, said that safety measures should be given importance to save lives and properties while constructing buildings. Hands-on demonstration on handling of fire extinguishers, LPG cylinder fire, and improvised method in rescuing first aid was carried out by personnel of the fire services. The Union Government today extended the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Package (PMGKP) insurance scheme for healthcare workers fighting COVID-19 for a further period of 180 days. The Health Ministry said the decision has been taken so as to continue to provide the safety net to the dependents of health workers. In March 2020, the PMGKP was launched to provide comprehensive personal accident cover of 50 lakh rupees to 22.12 lakh healthcare providers, including community health workers and private health workers. So far, 1,905 claims of health workers who died while being deployed for COVID-related duties have been settled under the scheme. The Chang Vedoshi Setchang, or Chang Students Conference, in collaboration with Nagaland Tribal Research Institute, Department of Tribal Affairs, organized one-day training on basic soft skill and IT skill at CKS Hall, Tuensang today. It was funded by Ministry of Tribal Affairs. The topics covered during the training were interpersonal skills, communication skills, basic internet skills, optimizing the use of mobile phones, planning and management, and safety etiquette. And now 20 News, here are the main points again. Nagaland Directorate of Economics and Statistics Department launches online registration of births and deaths. Angami Students Union reiterates their support in the increase in superannuation age of government doctors, declares non-cooperation with the NSF incumbent team. President Ramnath Kovind assents to the Criminal Procedure Identification Act 2022. In a two-day annual conference cum workshop on schemes and programs of Industries Department underway in Kohima. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.